All right, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone today? Christmas Day. Young boy down there, tell me, what is today? Why, sir, today is Christmas morn. Wow, I have not missed it. Tell me, young lad, you marvelous young lad, is that prized turkey still in the window over at the butcher shop? Why no, governor, the butcher shop was broken into last night. Stole everything. Oh, shit. Well, fuck it then. Back to being Scrooge. Alrighty then. Hello, everybody. Merry Christmas to all. Today is indeed December 25th, 2017. How are you? Hope that you're doing so well. That's right, on this lovely Christmas day. First of all, this is pre-stream, so welcome. I'm going to talk for just a little bit on pre-stream here before we get into the real meat of today's stream. If you're not aware, this is my special Christmas Day IRL stream segment, which means basically I'm just going to be talking. I'm going to be talking a little bit about myself and how stuff went this year, the highs, the lows, and all of that. Then we're going to get into a fun Christmas segment where we're all going to talk about family traditions and things like that. I'm going to reveal a little bit to you guys about stuff that's been going on with my family, who I haven't mentioned in a million years, for good reason. Personal stuff going on with my family and the like that I have not mentioned recently because, really, honestly, with all the shit already going on with me, you guys don't need any more drama and shit. But, some other stuff about that. I'll get you all updated on everything going on and talk about Christmas traditions, things that I've done over the years. I want to hear your Christmas traditions. I want to hear what everyone got for Christmas. But save it. Don't say it yet. I know everyone's going to be talking to me about, what they got for Christmas, what they did today. Particularly for me, it's noon right now, just after noon-ish. But I know that for many of you, it's actually much later in the day. And many of you may have already spent a lot of today significantly with friends or family, doing holiday-related things that maybe I didn't even, obviously I haven't gotten to, because I live alone. So what am I going to do, right? I spent this morning talking to my girlfriend on the phone and then calling my parents. So I was on the phone for a good while before I even got settled into streaming here today. So it's going to be good stuff. It's going to be a fun stream. I think then by the way, at the end of the stream, we're going to have a Q&A segment where it'll basically just me talking with you guys for a while. That's really what the entirety of the stream is supposed to be. Me informing you guys of everything that's been going on with me this year, what I'm looking forward to in the future, talking about Christmas stuff, and then just some Q&A, shooting the shit, okay? Now, being that this is mostly going to be a talking stream, I would ask that you guys please be patient with me. Reason being, yesterday, my stream was WWE Fantasy Sims, and I talked a ton and I screamed a lot because of the commentary. And so my voice is a little hoarse today. Admittedly, it's kind of bothering me a little bit. So what I may need to do is take some breaks during the course of the stream in order to break it up into segments. And I may, right now I'm drinking a V8 energy drink and some water, but I may have to get some lozenges and or get some hot tea or something during the course of today's stream just to keep me going. So I ask that you do please be patient with me, in the case that I can't consistently just talk, okay? Sucker Surprise is already asking, how long will the stream be? I don't know. We really don't have much of a time limit here. Normally my early stream starts around this time and runs till 5 p.m. Do I think I'm going to be talking for 5 hours straight? Hell no. You know what I mean? More than likely we're going to stop earlier than usual. But, depending on how things go, I wouldn't be against, if I end real early, doing some extra stuff, like maybe some content or something. I don't know. Some gameplay. I don't know if I want to do gameplay now, because tonight I'm going to be doing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And in addition, I'm actually making myself a Christmas dinner today, which I'll talk about on today's stream. I don't want to spoil yet and tell you guys what I'm doing. But I am actually doing a tiny bit of cooking today, so I need the extra time to do it between the sessions. So we'll see how it goes, all right? We'll see how it goes. So, let's talk, folks. What can you expect today? Today, we've got the IRL stream right now. And then later tonight, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Yes, even more of that great game. The game that's really revolutionized gaming in the year 2017. As you know, it's changed the face of everything From now on, every game moving forward will be a Battle Royale survival game, at least for the next 10 years. That'll be the new fad. Much like Minecraft and then, you know, shitty horror games and all these fads. That'll be the next fad. Every game will be a survival horror game, right? So, yes, that'll be tonight. More PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds tonight. That'll be fun. All right. Starting tomorrow. All right. Starting tomorrow, everybody. I will be doing LA Noire Remastered. That will be the main playthrough for this week. LA Noire Remastered. Okay. So for those of you who are longtime fans and remember the original playthrough, good for you, because I don't. I actually don't remember it. Plus, that channel was taken over by an asshole who hacked it and now, you know, basically streams sports on it, and I think it got shut down. So I will be making a new LA Noire playthrough this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope that you will join me for it. All right, all week. In addition, I'll be working on my year-end series this week, starting with the most disappointing games of 2017, and then moving on to the best games, Game of the Year awards of 2017 countdown. All right. So it's going to be Dicks with Guns, for those who remember that reference, paired with my year-end stuff. Plus, yes, I will be doing more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds a few nights this week as well. So it's going to be a fun variety of stuff coming this week. All right. This weekend on Saturday, probably I'll do all multiplayer. Maybe I'll do a whole session of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and do some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, okay? So, it's going to be a fun week. Holiday-themed stuff sadly has to come to an end, and it comes to an end today. By the way, I'm not taking down the Christmas lights until January, so all the Christmas lights behind me will still be up until January. But, yeah, the holiday-themed, you know, events, I've now done like 4 straight days of them, so they end today. This is the big finale today, folks. So this will be good, okay? Alrighty. So, what else do I want to talk about here on the pre-stream? Not too much. Obviously, I'm going to do the plugs like usual. And then, I'm going to do some shout-outs because a bunch of people actually cheered overnight, which is really nice of them. And then we're going to get started. Okay, so first of all, let's get into the plugs. Let's get this over with. Patreon, ladies and gentlemen. We're only about $120 away from hitting the monthly goal of doing the Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3 redemption run. There is 6 days left. Well, technically six and a half days left in the month of December. There's still plenty of time for you to pledge and allow this goal to happen, all right? If we hit the standard funding goal, which is $1,125, which again, we're about $120 away from hitting it. Not too bad. We could definitely do it. Then in early January, the patrons will be voting on whether they want to see me do Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3 as a redemption run in mid-January. All right. Now, there's also a stretch goal this month. The stretch goal is to hit $2,000, which means there's $1,000 left between now and the end of the month to hit. It's a lot of money. However, if there's a few very generous people out there, all right, there's a very strong chance that just possibly we could hit the goal, all right? If we do hit this stretch goal by the end of the month of $2,000, I will do both playthroughs, all right, both Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, starting on January 1st, all right, meaning there will not be any downtime whatsoever for me to have to hold a poll for people to be voting on what game they want to see me play. I'll start right away on January 1st, which is obviously the ideal state. That's what I want to do. But we got to hit the goal in order to do that, folks, okay? This goal is the most wanted goal ever since I started doing it, all right? Ever since I started doing Patreon. You know, people have had goals that they wanted over the years. Ever since I did the redemption run of Dark Souls in January of last year, this has been the #1 thing people have asked me for in 2017, which is why I'm doing this goal. Please, folks, consider pledging. In particular, right now, this is very important for me because the money from this goal is going towards saving my butt with this situation with taxes that I owe out of nowhere, that I was never aware of. Back taxes that I should have been paying all along but didn't know about it because my old tax attorney from Connecticut didn't do his job and basically screwed me over. These taxes are all coming due at the end of January. So I need to pay them in a lump sum for this year. Plus, I need to pay a tax attorney to fix up this situation. And then ongoing, I'm going to have probably back tax payments every month. So I'm trying to raise as many funds as possible to save my ass so I don't have to sell my house so I can afford these taxes. All right? So all that being said, please consider pledging to my Patreon. If indeed you have not, if you've been holding off, you have 6 days left to pledge and make this happen. I would really like the stretch goal to happen for the first time ever. Reaching a stretch goal would be amazing because that money would go straight to helping me with the tax situation. And 2 amazing redemption run playthroughs of Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 in January would be very awesome. Starting them on January 1st would be amazingly cool. All right. And, you know, doing a redemption run of the games that arguably are the worst playthroughs I've ever done would be really awesome to show that now I'm a much different person than I was back then. I can take the game seriously, that I won't have my hand held by stream chat, but instead I'll be paying attention to the game and the game mechanics and doing better in it. It'll be a lot of fun, okay? So, very nice, and I certainly hope that we hit the goal. Please consider checking it out, patreon.com/darksidephil, okay? Deep Silence says, can we spoke specifically for Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3, or is it both? No. No matter what, if we hit the standard funding goal, I'm playing one of them. But if I only hit the regular funding goal, which is $120 more to be raised by the end of the month, I'm only playing one, and you're going to vote on it. If I hit the stretch goal, which is $2,000 in the next week, then I'll be playing both. There's your answer. That's how it works, okay? Okay. Now, also, obviously, guys, you know about my Teespring. I'm not going to go too much into it. You know, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, all kinds of fun stuff. Shout out to the person who actually bought something in the past day. Thank you very much for the purchase. Because everything you buy from my Teespring shop, I get a pretty decent commission from. So thank you very much to anyone who's even bought anything from my Teespring this year. It is very much appreciated. Okay? In addition, in 2018, it is going to be my 10th anniversary on YouTube. I'll say that again. 10 years making gameplay video content for you guys. It's been a pretty amazing run, hasn't it? And there will be a special line of product that will be released on my Teespring shop to commemorate this. Some really awesome designs are being worked on right now, so keep your eyes peeled for that in 2018, all right? Okay. And then last but not least, folks, during today's streams, if you feel that you would like to cheer, sub, or tip to help me out and contribute, you can. If you do any of those things, all right, I will give you a verbal shout out during the course of the stream. Yes, anyone who cheers, subs, and tips today, even though it is an IRL style stream, I will still give you a shout out. However, I will say this, okay? Please, if you do have questions, you might want to save them for the end of the show, because like I said, I am going to be doing a Q&A segment. So if you have burning questions for me, if you could save them for the final segment, rather than, and I'm in the middle of or the beginning of the show, and all of a sudden people start cheering with random questions, it could interrupt and break up the show. Try to save them for the end, okay? Or obviously, if I begin to specifically, you know, ask certain things, hold on, my lights are falling off. Wow, my lights are falling off my door. Hold on, the tape just came off. Let me push it back up before it falls. Whoa. What timing? Timing. There we go. It's a good thing that happened right now, because it could have fallen off during the stream and completely distracted me, right? Pretty funny. Okay, so anyway, getting back to the subject. Please, yes, please withhold your questions until the Q&A segment of the show, all right? Or, like I said, there's going to be a holiday segment of the show where I'll be asking you guys about Christmas stuff. Then you can ask questions then, or participate and answer my questions then. But the last thing I want is I start talking on the show, and then all of a sudden, like, a bunch of 10-bit cheers come in with random questions that break it up and distract everybody, okay? All right. So, thank you to everyone who does cheer, sub, and tip during the show. I will give you a shout-out, all right? Now, if you cheer 50 bits or more, or if you subscribe to the channel and click on the share button, or if you tip me $2 or more, you're going to get an on-screen pop-up thank you notification as well, all right? So, pretty awesome, because you'll get both visual and verbal recognition for your contributions, right? It's going to be pretty sweet. Now, a few things. Number one, if you do cheer today, folks, because I already noticed some people have cheered and have not done this, please include the hashtag charity. If you include the hashtag charity for absolutely free, meaning it doesn't cost you anything or me anything, we'll be donating to charity. All right? For every single 1,000 bits that are cheered with the hashtag charity, Twitch themselves will pay $2 to a charity. So please include the hashtag charity in your cheers today. And that goes for the rest of the month, too. I think that runs till the end of December. So please keep doing so, all right? Number 2, if you are not currently subscribed to my channel and you do a new subscription today or anytime between now and the end of the month, there's a 20% discount. In addition, obviously, folks, it's Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day, and people may feel in the giving spirit. Maybe you have a fellow stream chatter, a fellow viewer who you're friends with or you're friendly with, and you'd like to surprise them with a nice Christmas Day gift. If you gift someone a subscription today or anytime between now and the end of the month, it's also 20% off. So 20% off for new subs and for gifted subs, all right? Pretty nice. In addition, I'm trying to think, there's so much stuff to talk about here, all right? Subscriptions, since we're talking about subscriptions. FYI, yesterday, I hit my record high for concurrent subscriptions. The most I've ever had, 320. Pretty awesome, right? 320 concurrent subs. Right now, I'm at 319. And you may say, well, what happened? Why are you at 319? Well, every single day, what happens is, you know, Twitch checks to see, you know, who's subbed within the last 30 days. And after 30 days pass, the subscription expires. So for a few people, the subs expired. And then a few people subbed. And now I'm at 319. So I'm one below the record. It's very possible that today on stream, we may hit a new high record. And if we do, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep tally of running subs here. And if I do exceed the 320 that we hit yesterday, I'll let you know. It's cool that every day we got a new milestone hit, right? I like that. It's pretty awesome. And the cool thing is, this is legit, meaning legitimate 320 subs. Unlike the last time, I had a 308 sub achievement last month. But however, that was kind of illegitimate because there were about 30 to 40 fake subs that had come in as Twitch Prime trial subs during a special stream I had done in October. It was a bunch of trolls, basically, who had fake subbed in order to, like, say nasty things to me during an interactive gameplay stream that I was doing. But those fell out, and now these are all legitimate subs now, which is really sweet. So, 319 subs. Maybe we could top the 320 record from yesterday. We'll see, okay? Last but not least, folks, you guys are well aware of what's been going on with me, with this tax situation. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about it during my segment here, my first segment of the IRL stream today, where I talk about everything that's happened to me this year, all right? Well, I am very appreciative of those of you who've been helping me out. In particular, there have been a lot of people who have been tipping me a lot recently and or cheering a lot on streams. And there's been a few people who've done some pretty decently sized pledges to my Patreon as well, and I very much appreciate that, all right? Right now, if you'd like to help me out the most possible, because I just mentioned, Patreon, cheering, subbing, tipping, Teespring. I just mentioned a million things. Well, how can I help fill the most, right? You're confusing. It's confusing because I mentioned so many things. The thing that would help me out the most right now would either be, number one, to pledge to my Patreon, because number one, that would help me do those special playthroughs in January, and number two, that's money I could get right away, or tipping me on the stream. If you're not aware how to tip, if you actually look directly below my stream right now on my Twitch page, there's a kind of a grid of information, including the stream rules and links to my YouTube channels. There's a section there that says tips. If you click on that section, it's actually a picture with me posing with Pokemon. It'll take you to the tips page. You can either leave an anonymous tip or you can leave a message there as well. Obviously, holiday-themed messages are very much appreciated today, of all days in particular. Why Patreon or tipping? Because I get those funds right away, and with this impending amount of money that's going to be due in a month at the end of January of my taxes, and with my impending tax attorney bills that are going to be coming in from my tax attorney fixing all this shit for me that was screwed up by my previous tax attorney, I'm going to owe thousands upon thousands of dollars that I don't have, all right? So if you either pledge to Patreon or if you give me a tip, I get those right away, and that could go straight to the tax bill and save my butt, all right? Versus if you cheer or sub, that's still well appreciated and it helps me out, but there's a 2-month staggered delay between when I get paid for cheers and subs versus the other things. So in February, it'll be great. I'll get all these cool cheer revenue and everything, but it's not going to help with the tax situation right now, all right? So, thank you to everyone who has cheered, sub, tipped, or pledged to Patreon. I very much appreciate it, and, thanks for helping me out. All right, let's do some shout-outs, all right? we've got quite a lot to do, so bear with me, folks. First of all, overnight, between last night's WWE Sims stream and today, we had a lot of overnight cheers. We had a 25 cheer from, wow, a 25-bit cheer from Jack Spartacus. Thank you, Jack. We had a 50-bit cheer from Seth, 189. He said, sorry that I couldn't be here for the Christmas marathon, but I watched some videos of it. Happy holidays, Phil, and thank you for the awesome streams that you provide. Much love. Thank you, Seth, for the sentiment. Lunatic Fringe tipped me $2 and said, Merry Christmas, DSP. Have an awesome one. Thank you very much, Lunatic Fringe. Jack Spartacus did a 15-bit cheer and says, ho, 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 hashtag charity. Golden Colts did several cheers overnight. In fact, he did a 90-bit cheer, then a 30-bit cheer, then a 55-bit cheer, then a 70-bit cheer, then a 16-bit cheer, then a 39-bit cheer, then a 25-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Golden Colts, for those cheers. Then Critical for Days did a 10-bit cheer and then another 10-bit cheer. Thank you, Critical for Days. Game Master 2003 is Dead did a 15-bit cheer. Thank you very much. Golden Colts did another 25-bit cheer. Thank you very much. Haunt/1999 did a 10-bit cheer. Thank you very much. Carlos K, right before the stream started, did a 1001-bit cheer and said, Merry Christmas, brah. Because he did that right before the stream, I decided to leave him as today's cheerleader, FYI. So right now, Carlos K is today's cheerleader with a 1001-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Carlos K, for that cheer. And Merry Christmas to you. Critical for Days did a 40-bit cheer. He says, Phil, I'm counting the remaining days for the best goal on Patreon. However, the goal hasn't been hit. I'm afraid that some people are not interested. I don't think that people aren't interested. I think that what it is, as I've said several times over the past several months, I think that people have kind of fallen out of a focus on YouTube and Patreon, because really I've fallen out of a focus on YouTube and Patreon, and people are actually caring more about the streams. That's why I'm hitting a record number of subs. That's why people are cheering and tipping, right? People care more about the streams than anything else, which is cool because that's my focus. Like, I'm okay with that. And in fact, you guys might not be aware of this. I'm going to talk about this on the stream today, but next year, 2018, no more are my monthly goals going to be based around Patreon pledges. They're not. They're going to be based around Twitch milestones. So, for example, this is just an example, all right? In the month of January, if I hit 400 subs on Twitch, I will do a special event. And now people who pledge to my Patreon, $5 or more, will be able to help control that event through voting. But it's going to be based off of Twitch subs, not off of Patreon pledges, all right? Reason being, I want growth on my Twitch channel. Twitch is the future. YouTube is the past. Twitch is where everything is hot and exciting. Things are getting better every day on Twitch, right? Seriously, Twitch is the future, all right? So that's where I've had growth. I've had exponential growth this year on Twitch, and I want to keep it going. So why on earth would I be trying to drive people to Patreon or YouTube when Twitch is the place to be, right? So that's how it's going to be based on Twitch milestones. If I can reach a milestone of subs, then boom, then we'll do monthly events, all right? That's how it's going to be in 2018. So don't worry, this month is really going to be the last month where Patreon is the driving force behind me doing these special events for you guys, all right? Just so you know. So there you go. I don't really think it's that people aren't interested in the monthly goal. I think people have been contributing in a lot of ways, just not the ways that are via Patreon, right? And that's why I got to change that. Fair enough? But keep in mind, there's still 6.5 days left. We may have some really significant changes between now and the end of the month. By the way, I will say this. People who have been pledging to Patreon significantly, I have been giving them shout-outs on streams. Like the past 2 people who did $50 or more pledges, I did give them shout-outs on streams, and I am planning on kind of doing that in the future. So, FYI, if you pledge to Patreon, you're like, I don't get a shout-out. I'm going to give you a shout-out, okay? So, there you go. It's very much still available for us to hit the monthly goals on Patreon. All right, we could still do it. We could hit the standard goal. We could even hit the stretch goal. 6.5 days left. That's a lot of time, all right? All right. Now, once the stream started, a bunch of people also participated. We had Haunt Slash who did another 10-bit cheer and said, when's the best kind of delivery pizza? I would say for where I live, the best kind of delivery pizza, if you're talking chains that are available everywhere, is Papa John's. Because I've had both I've had Domino's, I've had Pizza Hut, and I've had Papa John's out here, all local, local franchises. Papa John's is the best. If you're talking local pizza itself, I would say there's this chain, I believe it's called Round Table. I've only got them once, and it was pretty good, but honestly, it was incredibly expensive. Like, it was like, I'm not even lying, twice as expensive as those chains that you're familiar with, but it's a local chain. You know what I mean? It's like a local thing, so everything's fresh and everything. So it's a much higher quality pizza, but I probably wouldn't pay that much. The thing, I'm not going to pay $20, $30 for a large specialty pizza. It's nuts, right? But no, I would say Papa John's is probably the best one out of all the ones around here. Atlas Telemon did a 50-bit cheer. I was with family yesterday and will be tomorrow. Today I'm home alone, but at the same time, I'm keeping you company. Merry Christmas, Phil. Thank you, Atlas, for keeping me company. Because as I'm about to tell you guys, you know, it's kind of lonely here, honestly, being alone on Christmas. The first time in my entire life, 35 years old, the first time ever I've been alone on Christmas. It's kind of lonely, but we'll talk about it in a moment. I don't want to jump the gun here. That's what the stream's going to be about. So, all right. Shout out to Pissing Demon, who subscribed to the channel for the 3rd month in a row, earning himself the silver chat crown badge. He says, I spent my Christmas eating mozzarella sticks from the gas station and watching my cat clean its ass. Boy, am I glad this holiday IRL stream is starting. Merry Christmas, Phil. You know, Pissing Demon, some of us don't have the best Christmases, and I kind of feel with you. You know, this year it's kind of a bummer for me, but I'm happy to be sharing today with you. So thank you for being here, and thank you for the resub. Critical for Days did a 30-bit cheer. He says, it's a good thing you're having fun with your fans. Are you considering fan appreciation events soon? The thing is, folks, honestly, the fan appreciation events kind of stopped simply because it became more about trolling than anything else. I would do these open events where I was like, oh, it's open lobby, you can join. And more than half the lobby would be people who just want to be nasty and talk shit on stream chat and just be dicks, and it basically ruined it for everyone else. So that's why I stopped doing them, you know. I loved doing them for years and years when it was more about just having fun. And then, you know, for a couple years it just became nasty trolling, and I was like, well, that's it, you know. Sadly, times have changed. YouTube is now a toxic place. And when that's what it's going to be, you know, that's the end of fan appreciation. And that's really what happened is I had to end them, you know. It just was not possible for me to move forward with that stuff. And it sucks, I know, but that's life, I guess, right? Astro Jetboy did a 10-bit cheer. He says, is the cooking surprise Asian food? No, actually, I'll talk about this on stream today. I'll tell you what I'm going to make for dinner. I don't want to spoil, but I'll talk about that on the stream. Alice Telemon did another 10-bit cheer. He said, DSP OG LP. That's right, 10 years running strong and still going. Punished Numenorian did a 10-bit cheer and says, could you possibly have a Patreon goal for another episode of Cooking with the King? I pledge to that for sure. It is possible. And let me give you some perspective here, folks. If, moving forward in the future, in this year of 2018 coming up, if my girlfriend moves in with me and we start cooking new stuff, guess what? I'm doing it. I'm going to record the return of Cooking with the King. If it's possible for my girlfriend to move in, but we have to get past this tax situation first for her to be able to do that, all right? Because I'm not going to do it myself. I really, honestly, there's no reason for me to cook these meals for myself. But if I could make a cool meal, something different where we're you know, doing it together, you know, then I would do it. But there's a hurdle to get over before I can even consider doing that, all right? Will Hart 10 subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Will Hart 10. And it's now official. We've now tied my highest level of concurrent subs at 320. Thank you, everybody. Very nice. Thank you. We are now at the highest subs I've ever had, so will we exceed it today? It's very possible. Concrete Casket did a 100-bit cheer. He says, Merry Christmas, Phil. The playthroughs this year have been sick. Cheers for another year of streaming. Thank you, Concrete Casket, for that 100-bit cheer and the sentiment. High Tech Specs did a 100-bit cheer. Says, Merry Christmas, Phil. Thank you very much, High Tech Specs. Pika Tits did a 100-bit cheer with a cool Christmas tree emote and said, Merry Christmas, Phil. Hashtag charity. Thank you, Pika Tits, for that cheer. I appreciate it. Boris Stingy did a 50-bit cheer and says, have you ever thought about doing Mega Man 9? Always wondered why you missed that one. I actually did play Mega Man 9. However, Mega Man 9 came out during the time period when I was right before I had started doing YouTube videos. Okay? So it was literally right before I did YouTube videos. And so I played it and I beat it. It whooped my ass, but I beat it. But I never recorded it. Is it possible that I could ever go back and play it? Yeah, I actually own the rights to it. So I could go re-download it on Xbox Live right now, on Xbox 360 if I wanted to. If that's something people wanted to see in the future, I would consider doing a playthrough of it, because I love Mega Man games. All right. And last but not least, another shout out to Atlas Telemon for a 50-bit cheer. He says, finally, the return of Cooking with the King. That's right. I'll talk about a lot of the questions you guys are already asking on pre-stream is stuff I was going to talk about on today's stream in this video. So you're kind of jumping the gun here by asking me these questions because I was already going to answer them, okay? All right, everyone. So thank you for your pre-stream support. I appreciate it. I'm now going to end pre-stream. We're going to begin the real show, all right? And it's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I hope my voice holds out. You can hear already my voice is getting hoarse. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a lozenge before we even start. I think it makes more sense for me to do that now to prepare for the stream and have my throat kind of cleared, okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. Give me a second here. I'll pop a lozenge, and then we'll get started. Sound good? Sound good, folks? All right. I'll be back shortly with, that's right, the Christmas IRL special. I'll be right back.